condense into a single logarithm, and we have 3 times log of x plus 4 minus 2 times the log of 4y. All right, so what does it mean to condense? Okay, well, it says into a single logarithm, right? So here in this expression, there are 2 different logs here, right? So what we want to do is we want to condense or combine these into a single log, and the way to do that is to use the rules for logs. Okay, now when we condense, okay, we always have to use the power rule first. Okay, so make sure you use the power rule first. Okay, and then for the remaining, or it doesn't really matter. Okay, but we can use the quotient rule or the product rule next. Okay, order doesn't really matter. Main idea though is, what do we want to end up with? All right, we want to end up with one log expression. Okay, so let's take a look. So here, what does it mean for the power rule to be used here? Right? Remember, essentially the coefficient becomes the power of the argument, right? So let's rewrite this. We'll write it as log of x plus 4, but then this 3, right, the coefficient becomes the power of the x plus 4, and then log of 4y squared. Okay, remember, you don't just want to put the square over here, right? So you don't want to write it as log of 4y squared, right? That means something a little bit different than this guy here. Okay, so that's why I put this in parentheses. Okay, now what's next? Well, it's but quotient or product rule, because it depends on the sign here, right? So this is a minus. So what does that mean, right? Because this is subtraction, we can combine these into one log using the quotient rule. Okay, so we're going to put this as one log. Now what goes in the numerator? The x plus 4 cubed goes in the numerator, and then what goes in the denominator is the 4y squared in parentheses. Okay, and for all accounts and purposes, this is the final answer, right? We see a single log, and this is going to be our whole argument.